Whether it is just sitting in traffic and getting frustrated, it's a crappy day at work and you're stressed out about a bunch of deadlines, whatever the stress is for you, and maybe it's a lot of things together. What's going on is that your body, because we evolved over time, your body still responds to stress in the same way it did generations of people ago. In that, anytime it senses stress, it responds with a fight or flight response. Okay, that's your stress trigger response. It is intended to help you and protect you. It's all about protecting you. And even though the stress may not be a physical threat, your body, being a physical being, responds in this way. So when this happens, a lot of your body's functions slow down so that all attention can go to the immune system. So, for instance, digestion slows down, reproductive slows down, breathing becomes more shallow because all of your body's energy is going to the front lines for your immune response. So, if you never come down from stress, then as your energy is dedicated to immune response, sooner or later that's going to run out. And this can lead to bigger problems where we start dealing with adrenal fatigue and constant exhaustion, maybe even some depression, anxiety, things like that, that just we start to not feel so good all the time. So it's super important to understand where we are in this fight or flight mode so that we can start allowing our body the right support it needs to slow down, rest, and recover from those situations. Because in that reset, which happens usually when we sleep, it allows our body to repair and rebuild reserves and pull in nutrients from what we've ate during the day to help repair the body and prepare it for the next day. So if you're not sleeping, which a lot of us don't when we're stressed out, then you start to see the recurring cycle here of things that have slowed down because everything's focused on immune and we're not sleeping, so we're weakening our system even more. So the way that you often see this kind of unfold is at first you start having digestive problems, maybe you got a little heartburn or IBS stuff going on. Then, because the stress is really kind of getting to you, you stop sleeping well at night. Then you catch a cold or sinus infection, and you're eating processed foods and fast foods because you're stressed out. You have no time to prepare food right, and you're just grabbing something because you're hungry and in a hurry. So all of this equals not giving your body what it needs to repair, rest, and recover from stress. And it just builds and builds and builds over time. And we end up with worse things that then we're like, well, how do I make this better? Because I still got all this stuff to do. And the answer is not to just cover it up and push forward. The problem is to fix the root cause so that that stuff goes away and it stops happening for good. So this is what I help people do in their health. And we break down what's happening in your health. I meet you where you are, and we work for the smallest parts possible so it doesn't add more stress to your life, but we look for those realistic ways to help you improve your health without adding more stress so that you actually got a fighting chance to make things better instead of worse. To work with me, you set up time at dragonspitapothecary.com.